Hello. I want to start a new series of doing some little crafts around the house for different seasons. So this is the fall season. So I'm going to start doing some little DIY things, videos. This is super simple. I literally just thought of it. All of a sudden I'm like, okay, I'm going to make a video really quick. The baby's waking up, so this is how fast you can do it. I've already done one. This is just an old candle that I had around the house that is a summer scent that I'm probably not going to use until the spring again, like light it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paint it, and then I'm going to write on it either like a little farmhouse saying or a fall saying, because you can just repaint it the next season. So I'll show you. I'll probably do like 2 more coats of white just until it's completely opaque. But basically, you just take, this is the same exact thing. You just take, I'm using Indoor Outdoor Gloss, Apple Barrel brand, which is like the cheapest thing you can find at Walmart. It's like $2 for that big thing of it. And a sponge brush. And I just have some cardboard that I've put my paint on that I'm dipping into. Basically, just gonna paint this all white, and yeah, so I don't know what I'm gonna write on it yet, if I'm gonna do like a little like farmhousey jar kind of thing just to add to my decoration, or if I'm gonna write like a little fall saying on it. But yeah, this is just a super simple idea, and then next season you can just repaint it, put another saying on it, and you don't even have to like remove the paint or anything. You can just paint right over top of it. I'm doing this super quickly because it doesn't have to be perfect, and it's gonna look cute either way. Okay, so I'm just gonna paint that like that and let it dry and do, like I said, like 2 more coats, and then I will show you how I write on it next. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that, and then you can also do this with like just jars that you have around the house. If you have ball jars, that'd be super cute. You could even put like flowers or leaves in the jar for fall. If you like these videos, let me know and I'll continue to do more. But I will do another one in a few hours of me writing. All right, have a good day. All right, we're back with my little painted jars, well, candles. So I'll show you the finished product. I did 4 coats of this white 20408E white outdoor indoor gloss. Apple Barrel's the brand, and you can get it at Walmart, and it literally dries in like 10 minutes. So I did 4 coats of this, and I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. And you can do it another coat if you want, like the sun, sorry, let me move you in here. The sun's jacking me up, but it's a little bit streaky, but that's okay. I kind of like the look of it. So, and I ended up adding this black around the rim, and it is another, let me grab the color, another Apple Barrel paint. Thought I left it out, but it did not. I can't find it now. Okay. It's another Apple Barrel paint. I just have a smaller size. It is 21490E, and it's called Pavement. So it's kind of a grayish black, which I like a lot for the farmhouse look. And if you look closely, you can kind of still see the label. I just left it on because I'm just gonna turn it to the back, and I'm gonna use this side as my template for my next step. I also only have one, sorry if I'm shaking you around. I also only have 1 lid, so I threw the other one away, not thinking about it, but I just painted this 1 lid. So I was gonna write on it, but then I had a thought, and I was like, so much easier than writing is going on Pinterest, and I already cut out what I wanted, but printing off just a little cute free template. They have tons of these, and all you have to do is just print it off, and then I just cut out what I wanted from it. So one of them I'm gonna put this pumpkin on, and then the other I cut out this little Hello Fall, and I'm gonna put that on. And to put that on, I'm going to use, I have 2 different Mod Podges, but you know, I'm gonna use this one. It's a super gloss finish Mod Podge, so I'm gonna put this on the back of the paper and glue it on that way, and then I'm gonna go over it with that with the same Mod Podge as well. And then this is all gloss and this is matte, so I'm gonna go over that. It like makes me cringe to touch because it's like chalkboard feeling. I'm gonna go over that with Mod Podge as well. And so I'm gonna flip you around really quick so that you can watch me work. But yeah, this is a super easy project. Literally anyone can do this. It's just painting and gluing, and then you'll have these cute little guys that you can reuse over and over again for the next season. So I'm gonna move my camera now, and we'll see it over working. So I just have this brush that I'm gonna use. You can use any brush, you can even use a sponge brush, but I'm just gonna use this because it's smaller. And I'm gonna put the pumpkin on this guy, and I'm gonna use the back, the side where I don't have the label so that you can't see it because it's just gonna face the back. And I kind of just cut this down a little bit so that you can't, so it would fit better. It was a little bit bigger, but I'm sure you could find different size pumpkins or whatever you wanted to put on there, different sizes on Pinterest, because Pinterest has everything. So I'm gonna take this, I'm just gonna paint Mod Podge on the back of here to get it to stick initially. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's just basically glue. You're gonna be gluing it, that's what it's for, onto here. If you wanted to use like a craft, like some kind of other craft glue, like Elmer's or whatever you had, you could also use that, but I'm gonna be using this on top as well, so I just figured I would just use that. Okay, so that's on there, and now I'm gonna go over this whole thing with Mod Podge as well. And I got a dog hair in there, so just use my fingers to get it out. Sorry, I keep hitting you. Okay. Just go over this. And depending on how it feels after it dries, I might go over it one more time. And you can see the orange is kind of rubbing off down here, so I'm just gonna use my fingers and push that off, and then make sure my brush is clean and go back in and not touch the pumpkin. Hope it's not too blurry that you guys can't see it, but okay, so I'm happy with that coverage. Let me just make sure. So as you can see, it's like lifting a little bit right there. I'm just gonna use the end of the brush to push it down. A little bit more Mod Podge on there. I'm gonna use my finger, try to just smooth that out, and like I said, you can see the orange coming off of the paper. So I'm just gonna push that off and then go in with more glue. That's clean. If there's a part that doesn't want to stick down, what I would do is I would just let it dry and don't mess with it too much, because like you can see I'm messing up the ink. Let it dry and then go back over it again, but I'm happy with that. Like I said, I'm just gonna use this for fall, so it doesn't have to be perfect, and I didn't put a whole lot of money into it, so I'm not concerned with its with the perfect with it being super perfect. Okay, I'm gonna go over this with Mod Podge as well, so that it's not chalky feeling, because that really bugs me. And then I will show you the next one. We're back with the second guy, and this one I'm gonna put Hello Fall on here. So I'm just kind of do the same thing. This time, sorry, I have glue that I've gotten stuck on my finger. This time, I think I'm just gonna paint it directly on here and then stick this down instead of trying to, you know, get that perfect, because you're gonna paint over it anyways. So this is just make sure it looks straight. And I'm just going to, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect, because you're just gonna stick it down. And then you're gonna do more Mod Podge on top. And in between, like, jars, I wiped my brush off just so that there was no orange transfer onto this one with the painted paper. So, okay. Hello Fall. And you could do any kind of saying. I was thinking about doing other things besides fall sayings, but really I really liked the pumpkin and the Hello Fall, so I did those. But you can do anything, whatever you want. Okay, now that those are on, I'm just going to smooth them down a little bit with my brush tip, and I do that instead of my fingers so that I don't get it on my fingers and then make a mess, even bigger mess. Okay, now same thing, just gonna use some more Mod Podge and cover it, and you'll be able to see like the outline a little bit with the white paper, but from a distance it's gonna look really cute, and it's super easy. All right. Oops, sorry. Okay, so there's that one. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this one. And I'll show you. Basically, it's super easy. I just go over this. And if you don't care about the chalky matte texture, you can leave it. But it bugs the poo out of me. So I'm gonna just paint it so I don't have to touch it like that anymore. Okay, so that is that. I'll list all the materials that I used below. I'm not sure, like, if you'd buy this stuff, what the cost would be. I had all of this stuff at home, and it would probably cost less than $10 if you did it, you know, outright. But I think they're super cute, super easy, something that you can do with stuff that you have around your house. And I will snap a picture and include that with my little box that I'm gonna put them in. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoy these videos. Bye.